Hey everyone, LongTime here, and welcome to another Ever Crisis video. In this one, I'm going to be breaking down the critical threat, the Iron Giant hunt, of doing the crash fight solo. This is absolutely not an easy fight. As you can see from my Cloud here, that he's got a full pearled out Maritime Sword, but these are his teammates of his Barret and his Matt. I was trying to look over every single character and equipment that I had, be it their limit breaks as well, of what I could do for physical attack down and physical defense down to inflict onto the Iron Giant, and as well as Barret having the only AoE physical defense up for 4 ATB. This fight is not easy, but I think I could do this with my Cloud if he was overboosted 6 with the Maritime Sword. I don't think I need the full 10. As you can see from the end, if I got to the point where only my Cloud was alive at the very end, maybe, but we're going to go deeper into this to see if you guys, if someone else also wants to try and get this clear. Let's see if you can try and copy this team. This took me a lot of attempts, and it just took me a lot of really memorizing the phases and everything. So hopefully we can break this down, and let's see if we can beat this crash together. So this is the team that I went with for the win, with Barret, Cloud, and Matt. So I tried like many teams. I tried having Zach, Aerith, Cloud. I tried having Barret, Cloud, Aerith. I tried to have Barret, Cloud, Tifa. I tried a bunch of different ones, but I ended up landing on this one with the W machine gun, giving the physical defense down, the attack down from the D Brave, the assault gun. This gun is, I am so lucky that I ended up getting this gun. It is the only physical defense AoE up for an entire team for 4 ATB. This thing, this makes or breaks my team. For limit break for here, I have Mind Blow, giving that magic defense and physical defense down on a limit break. Cloud is just pure DPS. His material literally doesn't mean a thing. Limit break, I throw it out to try and like a little bit of animation cancel the Iron Giant when I fight. Go full water team. With Matt, for his limit break, I have the Gigantic Shield as his limit break for an extra like physical defense up, just no ATB cost. Slick Beetle at 80 for the boost HP with that physical attack down, and then Prime Number being my main healing option, and then he is also running a Breach. So they both have a physical attack down 2, a physical defense down 2, physical attack down 1, physical attack down 2, physical defense down 1. So I'm able to always like slap on 3 either for 4 or for 3 ATB. It's just, there's my heal, there's my physical defense, everything has a purpose. I tried it before having Cloud running a healing materia, and that I did not have enough damage at the end of that. I literally need my Cloud doing nothing other than just using his Maritime Sword. The limit breaks, even though that they are 1800, like with Tifa and Red 13, I tried rocking them in as well since they have better limit breaks and they're that faster charge, but they just were not able to do enough for what I needed them, and so just this party worked out perfectly. In terms of all of their stats and their sub weapons, we're gonna go over here. Like you can see my Barret, he doesn't even have 5.5k HP. Like most people, they're gonna say you need like 6 something and then almost 7k. He's able to survive with under 5.5k, but he's got 163 defense. This is where materia is honestly gonna start to play a little bit of a role here as well. All of these are free farmed items. Okay, Raw Mustafa for Aerith. We have his gun and Sephiroth's sword, both giving a lot of physical defense in here. So all this is perfectly farmable. Clouds have the personal style from Glenn, giving water damage and HP. The Matt weapon, the Orthodox Raven, HP and water, and then a Mad Minutes, again HP and physical ability potency. So a bit in terms of the limit breaks. Again, this is it's definitely not free to play friendly, but it is definitely not whale territory whatsoever. And then for Matt, I should probably try and switch this out. This is only giving, over top of the guard stick here, it is just giving, well, 1651 compared to 1651, an extra 60 heal. That is all. The physical attack and the magic attack don't matter. I tried to make it as strong as I could. I could probably switch it out. Shiva sword, bunch of stats. My cutlass, it is there basically for the physical defense up. He's rocking almost 7k with 131. Sorry, Clouds was almost 7.2k with 116 defense. So nothing here is honestly crazy. The only thing that is a lot is this Maritime Sword, and I think I could do it with Overboost 6. I think so. Again, I can't overboost it and like double check and test that out. So just the Overboost 10 is what we have here. In terms of the materia, the Water Blow, I use it like a little bit for the very, very last phase. Really nothing special. The only thing that really gets used is the Debrave, this heal, this breach, and that is it. Those are the only things that are going to be used for materia. I try and stack as much attack, HP, and physical defense on Cloud. I'm trying to stack as much HP and physical defense onto Barret, and as much heal, physical defense, and HP onto Matt that I can with my materia. Again, this is not used. This is not used. Limit breaks, they're both level 1 up here. The level 7 cross slash, your damage is not really going to come from your cross slash for this fight. Total power level under 158k. This fight has a total of 7 phases, and some of them are extremely tight with this one. So I think it's about time. Let's get into the fight. So again, yep, this is the team that I used, and we are not going to speed any of this up, because if I go too fast, you guys are going to miss just how tight some of these windows are. 7 phases, and it flies by. Like, normally when I stream, I play this with the mouse. There's not a chance I could do this with a mouse with how much like multitasking I had to do. With my Cloud here, the only time I ever really switch to my Cloud is just to get him to use his ATB a little bit faster instead of just letting him go. So he is going to short fuse there, which gives him that framed physical attack up, and we're just going to wait. With this opening thing here, he's going to in-spirit physical attack up into a Grand Sword. I'm trying to lower this physical attack, so I'm going to be X-shotting with my Matt to lower that down. I'm going to go 1D Brave with my Barret, and then make sure I get that physical defense up for my entire team. Trying to get to the point where I can remove all of the physical attack, as well as get that full defense buff up, and then from here, switch back to offense, let that ATB, let that gauge build back up, and then try and throw out a heal for my Matt, and now we wait, because on to phase 2, we have Mighty Guard. With Mighty Guard, he's now going to give himself 5 physical defense up. If you can you can remove all of that physical defense up, you will successfully stun the Iron Giant, which gives you a little bit of breathing room to either debuff him some more, or to just try and start piling in on some more damage. So for this phase, I try and remove that as fast as I can, so that my Matt can start healing up, and then it just gives more room for my Cloud to do some damage, and then just, because if you cannot survive, then again, these Grand Swords, they're going to hurt. They're going to hurt a lot. So you're trying to at least get him to hopefully physical attack down 1 and throw the agitation with my Barret to give that full team physical defense up. And then if you can survive that first AoE and this AoE, those are 2 big barriers here. So there's going to be like a slight pause at this point. You can try and get some good healing in. You get some good damage going. Phase 3 is going to start in just a moment, but he's going to like punch you once or twice. If your damage is a bit faster, he may move into phase 3 a little bit quicker. But for me, he usually got like 1 or 2 punches off here. But now we're into phase 3. He's going to go with an Adrenaline. He's going to give himself physical attack up 5. And in a little bit of a moment here, there's the Mighty Guard. He's going to give himself physical defense 5. I'm going to try and remove like a little bit of that physical attack. But right now, this is where Mind Blow comes into play. That I don't have enough ATB. So boop, we get that limit break. That's a quick instant physical defense down -2. And so we're trying to get this as fast as we can. He's going to lock on to a single target. I don't know if the order is specific, but he always targeted my Matt in this situation. So I'm going to try and get that defense down so that he's going to be stunned. And from here, I'm going to be dealing with those 13 diamond sigils as fast as I can. Just, if he gets another attack off here, my Matt is dead. So I am rushing to remove those sigils ASAP. And once we get to the interrupt, we're good. That phase 3 is over. From here, I'm going to try, I switch to defense. I'm trying to heal up as much as I can, because this next phase is very, very tight. I wiped so much on these next 2 phases. I also wiped a little bit. If I couldn't get those 13 sigils done, I wiped there a lot too. So from here, I'm just trying to heal up, trying to lower that attack. But he's about to in-spirit again. He's going to give himself 5 physical attack up again for this phase 4, which you're going to see. You have to remove all of that, and hopefully you also have enough HP and enough ATB to be able to throw up that physical defense up. And then this is now where I make use of my mat limit break. That just, I only have so much healing, I only have so much physical attack down, that just this extra little bonus here. Once on my winning run, I wasn't making use of stacking Barret's physical defense and the mat limit break, but I was doing that a bit more to get 3 physical defense up, and it worked out a lot better for me. So remove that physical attack, and then go. Okay? For phase 5, we're going to move into it in just a little bit. You got a little bit of this extra time to heal, but he's going to go pretty much right into a Mighty Guard here. So you're going to want to remove this defense ASAP. So as soon as that pops up, I throw out that Barret limit break and just trying to lower that so I can get that stun, get myself that little bit of that breathing room, and so I can deal with all this healing. Because you can see my characters are still relatively low, but he's about to be, he's going to be a little Iron Giant. He's going to charge up. So here's an example of me trying to use that cross slash to try and pause the Iron Giant's attack animations. Again, that's the best use of cross slash here. But he's going to Inspirit, and he's going to start charging up the heavy slash. Another physical attack up. So this is where I make use of the topple time. I'm going to try and lower that physical attack and deal with all of that extra little healing that I need. A physical attack up 3 right there is still very, very scary, but this is a heavy slash, so this is the only big, like, single target that you can actually survive before, like, the final Zerg phase. So you can see, like, he still had, yeah, I was able to get a shield up, thankfully. I was able to get him to physical attack down a 1, but you can see my mat is going to live with nothing. A sliver of an HP. So close to dying here. As much as I could say every phase is just, it killed me a bunch, from phases 3, 4, 5, and this upcoming phase, he's going to do 2 really big AoE swipes, or just 2 big AoE swipes, and you're going to notice that he gives himself physical attack up for both of them. This is going to be, it's just going to be chipping away at your HP so you can heal this up. You don't have to deal with any buffs, thankfully, at this point, but it's just, he's going to do 2 AoE big swipes, and now your HP's low, and now he's going to prepare 1 more big Grand Sword. So luckily, there's a little bit of delay in between them, but you gotta start building your HP back up. Otherwise, you're gonna die. Yeah, otherwise you're gonna die. And so this, along with the other one of phase 4 of where I started to stack up my physical defenses, where I saw like my HP numbers were just not high enough. Yeah, my HP numbers were not high enough, but I was able to stack Barret's buff and Matt's limit break to give me physical defense +3, which thankfully just gave me just enough to be able to survive those little final moments. And at this point here, this is the last of the main AoEs. If you can survive this one, stop healing, switch to offense, and just push. He's not going to do anything else but trying to Greater Helm Splitter all your characters. So you're going to see he's just going to build up, and this is automatically, this is for sure is going to one-shot every one of your characters. When I was trying to run the Cure Materia on my Cloud, he would make his way through all, and I just didn't have enough. So you're going to see Greater Helm Splitter. You just got to keep pushing. Don't go into defense. Don't try and cure. Don't waste your time. Try and get that physical defense down on from either your Barret or whoever you have that's lowering the defense. You're gonna see. I think my mat's gonna get slapped here for like 37k or 40k. 49k, sorry, I'm mistaken slightly. But it's guaranteed death for anyone that it happens. You can also use limit breaks to try and push through those phases a little bit later, but if you can make it, then this is where you win. Like, I was nowhere close in my other ones of finishing. I was nowhere close to my other ones in terms of DPS, but now that I was able to just have my Cloud only focus on using his Maritime Sword, that Barret right there, as soon as I saw that animation, that is exactly how I felt when I was finally able to clear this. I did probably this at least 100 times, if not more. Just waiting, resetting, waiting on the top of every hour so I get my other 10 runs in, but it is not an easy fight. It is not an easy fight. It goes so fast, the multitasking. Sure, you could overpower it if you have just enough overboost for all your characters and you just have stats out the butt and you can heal really, really hard. But this just shows that, like, this party right here, you don't need a whale account to do it. You could easily be a dolphin or just get really, really lucky like I did with my Cloud's Maritime Sword here. So if you have any characters that are anywhere close to this kind of team, again, the main things you need is having that physical defense down to, that physical attack down to, having the debraves, having the breaches, both super helpful. Again, you don't need the Barret's physical defense up if you have better materia, that you're able to get your physical defense high enough so you can survive with just the attack down, or if you can consistently get physical attack down more than just one onto the Iron Giant, it could also save you. If you have a team that has even a lower power level, let me know. I'm really interested to see who else in the community was able to beat this this crash event. I'm personally really proud of my run. Sure, I know that I have an overboost 10 Maritime Sword, but I didn't whale for it. This is all just purely from wish lists and getting very lucky from the banner, as I showed on all my streams. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And if you want to have some more Overwatch, some more Ever Crisis content coming your way, please don't forget to subscribe. I also stream over at Twitch at twitch.tv/longtimetwitch. Link in the description down below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. The tier list update is coming out soon, as well as Final Fantasy 9. Final Fantasy 9 is I did not see that collab coming. I absolutely did not see that coming. So maybe remake news coming around the corner would be really nice. Would be really sweet. But we'll see about that. There's less than 48 hours now with this event. So if you guys are trying to get this crash event in, I wish you the best of luck. Let me know in the comments down below, and I will try and help you out with some any other team ideas that you might have that maybe I didn't think of. See you guys in the next one.